Let's talk about a realistic timeline for recovery and results after plastic surgery. You have surgery, you're all excited. Either you had a tummy tuck, we removed all the excess skin, we repaired the muscle, we contoured the sides, and you're like, when am I going to see my final results? So you are not going to wake up from surgery and have your final results. Now, when you wake up from surgery and even the next morning, you will be snatched. Don't miss that. But it's going to take time, because after that period, what happens is there's inflammation, there's swelling, your lymphatic channels are disrupted and sort of inflamed, and so your body is going to swell, right? So that first week of recovery is your most intensive week. You need help with a lot of things, getting up, getting down. That is also the week where many patients ask themselves, what have I done? But don't worry, everybody turns around and says, oh, I'm so glad I did this. About week 8 or month 2, probably about 65% of swelling is gone. And that process continues. At about month 6, probably about 85 to 90% of swelling is gone. So really by 6 months, you're really seeing a lot of your final results. And then true results are at about 1 year. So that swelling process, the waxing and waning of swelling and the inflammation and things, and asking yourself, when is my scar going to be finalized? That takes months to years. So it's so important to, as I always say, trust the process. So in terms of after surgery, you will see us at very frequent intervals early on, because that's when we have a lot of swelling, things are changing, and we need to make certain interventions to help you along in the recovery process. So we see you first at 1 week, and that's what we call your first post-op visit. At that visit, we just check your healing, check your swelling. Really, that's a visit of reassurance to let you know that, hey, things are going well, you're doing great, and guiding you along the rest of the recovery. I always describe this as a playbook, right? You've never done this before. We have done this many times, so we are your coaches throughout the process. We'll see you again at week 3, at which point we start your scar therapy. We just check again on swelling, on healing. If it's a tummy tuck, we check your belly button. Facial work, we check your incisions. And then we see you again at 2 months, then at 6 months, and then we really see you yearly. I really never stop seeing patients for the most part until they get to about 3 to 5 years post-op. Because what truly matters to me is, how does this result hold up over time and long term? Our on the table immediate results are awesome. But how is this long term after 3, 5 years have passed? And that's really, really what matters and important to me. And that tells you the longevity of the result as well.